Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna learn lots of new vocabulary and great sentences with the TV series Emily in Paris. So how many of you have watched the show and how many seasons have you watched? Because until this point, 4 seasons have been released and I'm not sure if season 5 is coming or not, but if it's coming, I'm definitely gonna watch that later. I believe this show is great for improving your English, both listening skill and speaking skill, your fluency, because you see some real life conversations happening here and it's exciting and dramatic at the same time. So I think you're gonna have so much fun while learning English with this show or with this series. So that's why I picked the show for today's video and I hope you enjoy the video. At first, you're gonna see a clip of a scene of this show, then I'm gonna explain the new vocabulary or the new sentence structure that you heard, but you might not be able to use it or you might not understand what it means. So let's get started.
I'm just trying to find a silver lining here.
There are no silver linings.
I'm trying to find a silver lining here. She used a great sentence and it means to try to find a silver lining means looking for something positive and hopeful, usually in a challenging or difficult situation. So basically it means focusing on small good aspects or positive aspects of a situation. It refers to the fact that even in tough times, there's always something bright or hopeful to hold on to. So I'm not going to explain what happened here and why she said it, because if I say it, I may spoil it for those of you who haven't watched season 4 or the ending of season 3 yet. But here they are facing a challenge. They are in a kind of difficult situation and this friend is trying to help Emily by trying to find a silver lining here. It means she's going to help her to focus on the positive aspect of this situation, what happened, which I'm not going to explain what happened.
I'm sorry, it's all my fault. I shouldn't have rushed into marrying her. I thought I was doing the right thing.
So here he says, I shouldn't have rushed into marrying her. So basically he's upset because he made this bad or impulsive decision and now he's upset and he regrets not taking time to think this through. So to rush into something means to do something quickly without thinking it through, making a decision which is impulsive and you haven't thought about all the aspects, you haven't considered everything before making this decision. So do you ever rush into things, or you're that type of person who thinks things through before making decisions? I mean, we all have rushed into things in our lives.
You saw the TikTok?
Oui, thanks to Luke, and the less we say about it, the better.
So this one is great. The less we say about it, the better. I love this structure, but a lot of students find it difficult to say it. It's easy. Pay attention. The less we say about it, the better. It means if we say less about it, it's better. I'm gonna make another example. The more you practice, the better you speak. I'm making everything about learning English this time.
We are thrilled for the launch of our Love It in the Air campaign starring our very own Emily Cooper.
We are thrilled for the launch. I think I talked about the meaning of thrilled in one of my videos before. Thrilled means excited and happy. So here he says, we are thrilled for the launch of this product. I don't remember the name of the product, probably it was Heartbreak. So he's thrilled, or they are thrilled, means they are excited for this new product or this new brand that they're going to launch or they're gonna introduce.
Stop whispering, everyone can hear you.
So whispering means speaking quietly with the intention of not being overheard. So whispering is like this. I'm whispering right now. I'm speaking quietly because I don't want other people to hear me. So when you whisper, it means you're speaking quietly because you don't want other people to hear what you're saying. That is whispering.
Why didn't you say anything?
Oh, I was trying not to interfere with your client, like I promised.
So interfering with something or interfering in something means getting involved with something and disrupting it. It implies unwelcome involvement or meddling. For example, interfering with someone else's life, interfering in a conversation. How do you react if someone tries to interfere with your life or interfere with your decisions? I think you're gonna have a pretty bad reaction, which is normal because we don't want other people to interfere with our lives.
I warned you about this, Emily. You broadcast your entire life for public consumption, and now it's affecting my business.
You broadcast your entire life for public consumption. Do you think Sylvie is mean here? I think Sylvie is mean to Emily most of the times. So you broadcast your life, it means you share information and details about your life with the public, with other people. Broadcast basically means sharing, showing, or sending a message or information to someone else. And public consumption means something that is available for people, for the public to use. So here, Sylvie meant that Emily shows her life to other people and shares information about her life with other people. So everybody knows what's going on in her life.
Alfie, don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. This could be catastrophic for Emily.
This one is a great one. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. It means don't let your emotions influence your decisions. So instead of making an impulsive decision, you make a logical decision if you don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. So which type of person are you? Are you that type of person who makes impulsive decisions all the time, or you don't let your emotions cloud your judgment? You try to control them or ignore them, so you make a logical decision. Catastrophic means disastrous. It refers to something that causes damage and disaster, something that can be harmful. So when she says this can be catastrophic for Emily, it means this can cause harm to Emily, whether it's her personal life or her career.
Corporate codependence is a disease.
He's not my ex.
She mentioned corporate codependence. Corporate codependence refers to a situation in which two or more companies or individuals working within a company become dependent on each other. They rely on each other for success and stability. And the thing is that they cannot work without each other. So the problem here is that they lose their sense of independence and they lose the autonomy that they have. So without each other, they cannot work effectively, but with each other, they can succeed. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm not codependent. I'm just very dedicated to my job.
I'm very dedicated to my job. Dedicated means committed, loyal, devoted. So she's dedicated to her job. It means she prioritizes her responsibilities. The job is the most important thing to her. People can be dedicated to different things. Someone might be dedicated to the family. Another person might be dedicated to, for example, their friends, their children, their career, their hobbies, or some people are not dedicated at all. So what are you dedicated to? Or what do you think you should be dedicated to? To your career, to your family? Which one is the most important thing?
Did you give me this outfit to make me more palatable to your dad?
No.
Palatable means acceptable, something that is easy to accept or tolerate. I'm gonna make some examples, and it's usually used for food or meals. For example, the soup at first was bland and tasteless, but after adding some salt, it became palatable. It means you could eat it, it was okay, it was good. Or another one. The movie wasn't a masterpiece, but it was kind of palatable. It means it was good to watch. I mean, you don't have to watch great movies all the time. Sometimes you want something to watch just for the sake of relaxing. So the movie was palatable. It means it was acceptable. It was good. It wasn't bad. So if something is palatable, it means you can accept it or you can tolerate it. It doesn't affect you or it doesn't hurt you.
I'm sorry. Maybe in the future we'll
So,
discuss.
rather than stand up to him, you decided that I was the problem?
rather than stand up to him. Standing up to someone means confronting a person or challenging a person, especially if they are being aggressive or unfair. It means defending yourself. If you stand up to somebody, you defend your rights. You defend yourself because that person has been unfair or aggressive to you. So do you ever stand up for yourself or you ignore your rights? Which one do you think is better? Of course, standing up for yourself is always better, because in a situation in which you get hurt, you have to defend yourself. You have to defend your rights.
I mean, I wanted to. I don't think I can. I'm always going to be waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop, it means anticipating or expecting something negative to happen, especially if the first event was negative. It means that it's the beginning of troubles. It means other troubles are going to come along. So when he says I'm going to be waiting for the other shoe to drop, it means it wasn't the only negative thing or problem that happened, and I have to wait for or expect other problems to come along as well. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, this was the first episode of season 4. Of course, this episode had lots of great vocabulary that we haven't discussed in today's video. The ones that I chose for you are the ones that I thought would be most helpful. And I hope that you learned a lot. It's great if you watch the episode again, if you watched it before, so you can review the vocabulary that you learned today. Thank you so much and have a great time.